to both games that we played at Baseke and Accra, the pitch didn't aid or didn't help the way we see your team playing in matches at the Linkley. You return on Sunday against a team that is well coached. How happy are you to return, especially with the condition of the pitch as against the previous two that you played on?
I think looking at the pitch today show that we become very optimistic that whatever tactical approach we are taking into the game will work. As you said, I mean, it's looking good, and then I'm sure that it's our home grounds. They will be more comfortable and they will be able to play.
Coach, lastly, are we having any injury worries, any suspensions ahead of this game, and your message to the fans as usual?
Yeah, for now, for injury situation, it's still Solomon Sarr, who is out. Suspension, Joseph Ablo has gotten 3 yellow cards, which per the loss of the game rules him out of the game. So he's going to be out of the squad. Apart from that, everybody is fine to play. With respect to our supporters, I want to tell them that we are ready to put smiles on their faces. They should be calm. They should support the team. That's the nature of the game. We know they least expected us to lose against Legon Cities, but then we lost. But then that doesn't mean that it is over. We still have so many games. The way they have supported us from the beginning, they should still keep supporting us that way. They should still have that confidence, that belief in us. They should still have that respect for the team, that the team is capable of winning games and winning the championship. So we are very happy with their support. We understand their emotions because they think that the team is a very good team. If they know that the team is not a good team, I don't think they will react the way they are reacting. They know that it's a good team, that's why they are reacting the way they are reacting. So I've told the players that we have to put smiles on their faces. So we accept whatever reactions they are putting out there and want to assure them that we'll bounce back to put smiles on their faces.
Thank you, Coach, and we wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Coach, Matchday 9 on the horizon. Unfortunately, unbeaten run came to an end on Wednesday. How does that play into our preparation for?
A lot, because we need to make sure that we
Coach, Matchday 9 on the horizon. Unfortunately, unbeaten run came to an end on Wednesday. How does that play into our preparation for Sunday's game?
A lot, because we need to make sure that we approach the game with all the needed tactical seriousness to be able to make sure that we'll get the maximum points.
We are facing a side that last season picked up 4 points out of the 6, and this season it looks as if all the teams that we struggled against how are we approaching this game in terms of
50 matches
opposition?
Entry were very good, and I doubt that Saka. So we need too much Diana improvement, but that is Saka very good. To also be more drama, actually more goals.
Now, Ucheki,
they show a lot of effort.
on the show. Mikai, the last time I got what me share Heart of Lions, they way back 2015 4-0. Mikai, the lies of Prince Baffo Tropic Community from Bet Musha Mamu Brepa, Mutim the same.
Very good. No Marco say, man should be there, no Montim. Tia no Musia Eddie, but in that Shara, you don't make to on proper position.
Okay, you better was. So we are moving on and on, engaging the fans to see their reactions and then their performances so far. Fear because I know Kotoko are struggling to lose over here at the Obuasi Linkley Sports Stadium. So we'll be engaging 1 or 2 fans and see their performances. Dada, I'm a Globe TV.
Mijosminia.
Kotoko Ebo Etia, former coach Bashir Herford, in 2008, or Jomuji League. Na who game the same?
Say,
Who game the same?
say, media. Coach Biaba, oh, lay your day. That is already whatever. So, we are coach Biaba on touch or the back. By Prumpa, Kotoko, see a pie. One, the coach, the change boy, and yet, playboy as well, they started by first half crowd and then starting on the bench.
Okay, player used to say coach in your own fan start.
Sir, Baba, I see. Oba first half. To me, the boy. Baba, Oba first half, started first half of the boy. Or more benches, watch the area. At times, we swear we are nothing of really. Ever. Come on, team swearing. I want to go for.
Okay, move boy former coach and or the Ashgood Edgy League Okroma. Into your Shanimu say, more coin to this game, do say how you move a bet.
Was ordered to crown and never shown. Said the bedroom crowd park is what, and never shown there.
9 hour prediction is saying.
Oh, and there you could terrain.
But Kotoko won't go, and at the end of Manatry.
I coach in our park and also was as good by League now, wouldn't park in the Sunutina. Intimation Kotoko terrain.
But I was saying, okay, he's predicting for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and I believe that we are going to see what the pitch will prevail. They are very fortified here in terms of defense. Sambo O'Neill, the likes of Abulo and Co are there to give Kotoko the best of defensive shield, and also Freddie Asare is on the bench, and then Kamara is in post. Let's see whether he can keep his composure ahead of Freddie Asare in post. This is Globe TV. Keep watching. Very soon the game will come live on your screen.
That was the engagement with the fans, legends, and also people who matters. Speaking with Daniel. Danny, we just had a feel of your engagement with the fans. In a nutshell, what are the expectations? You were there with them, and you were the one speaking with them. In a nutshell, summarize everything for me.
First of all, majority of them were happy that of Freddie Asare, because of some bit of complacency that is growing on the side of Freddie Asare. And then again, also they believe that the one goal project thing isn't a case. They are going to break, and some are even predicting more than 2 goals here against their former head coach. And the reason being that Bashir Herford knows save very well, but they are going to score him and score him very over here. So ideally, they are expecting a lot from Coach Personal Chobun and the boys.
Now, from what you just started with, the fact that Frederick Asare would have to go back on the bench, Kamara the way to coming, do you think it was a perfect reaction from the technical team, putting Frederick Asare back on the bench and then deciding to begin the game with Kamara?
Looking at this goalkeeping issue from Kumasi Asante Kotoko, it's obvious that generations they keep having top class goalkeepers competing at the highest level, but ideally you get a standout one that is always competitive. But we're talking about a certain Mohamed Kamara who came to Ghana. His first game in the soil, he won the man of the match against Karela United. So it's obvious that the adaptation in terms of the team rhythm, he's used to it. So I don't know why he was being dropped to the bench based on maybe the class and the pedigree of Frederick Asare. But ever since Frederick came back, that level of consistency, that level of, the former legend told me that, Frederick is lacking some command in post. But looking at Kamara, he offers you a lot in terms of, contesting the currently. And I believe that that's one reason. I believe looking at, having 2 top goalkeepers, it creates a lot of, interesting and then very, friendly competition between these 2 goalkeepers. And today we're expecting his first game here against Young Apostles. He was a bit jittery when Frederick was just on the bench. Let's see whether he can prove to his level, especially that what we saw at Nashiriga against Karela. Let's see whether he can put that. And the fans are expecting a lot from him because we just dropped their number 1 for you to come in. And which means there's a bit of belief that you can do the job. So let's hope and see whether Freddie can keep his composure and confidence level in this game.
Now, looking at the fact that Frederick has been dropped back to the bench, when you have a goalkeeper who is playing at the highest level, being called up to the national team, and we've all seen Frederick consistently, he's been included with the fact that he's young, and giving him that and also mature into it. Putting him back on the bench, don't you think it will further, dampen his spirit, and then he will begin to give consistent, abysmal performances?
What can damp a player's spirit is when you are playing well and you decide to say no, you go to a sideline.
Okay.
That is a bit of psychological thing that affects a lot of players, even in life. Maybe in post, you are performing your duty, regardless of your performance, they say go to the bench. But when you are being dropped to the bench, based on performance alone, I think it's a bit of a way that they're trying to create to tell him enough that Ghana is relying on him in the future. He should prove above what he's offering now. So I think it's not going to damp his spirit. Maybe you can see that kind of remorsefulness, but they are expecting him to up his game because a lot is expected from him as a national kick, and then again within Kotoko as a football club.
Still on Friday, and he's been dropped to the bench today. What if Kamara comes in and things begin to get well for him, and Frederick remains on the bench? Don't you think that can affect his call up to the national team in our subsequent games?
You and I understand how football moves. We have this quote unquote, this football politics kind of thing.
Okay.
No country would love to groom the other country to come ahead, them in terms of national team call up.
Yeah.
And the pressure and the expectations from this team, if you're a head coach, you have to at times forget about the national team and focus on saving your job. For example, if Ogum keep using Frederick Asare and then things are not going well and he's being sacked, are you getting it? You don't sacrifice your job for a certain individual, I quote and unquote. And I believe that Ogum is trying to get the best that will let him grind results and keep the supporters calm and keep their
Kotoko against Legon Cities. The coach decided to try something new, using wingers as more or less fullbacks. It was Saka and then Peter Amidu. He used them as wing backs, and they had to go up there and also try to support the defense. But we all know they are typical wingers. I think that hurt the team in a way. But this afternoon, coach has made amends. And from that game, the approach to the lineup you've seen here, what do you think will change, and how positive would that be for the Porcupine Warriors?
Of course, that game against Legon Cities, I would classify it as a moment of underrating. You can't go and be on the front foot on away soil against a team that is struggling to grind results. Okay. And Legon City is the team that, in as much as they struggle to win, but they always believe in creating chances. So when you opt for wingers to go and play, have weaknesses in defense, and even Peter Amidu is not on form, so play him as the number 9 for him to find his rhythm. But you decided to play on the wing back, and he was struggling. So I think he learned his lessons very well from that game, and I believe that he's going to repeat that, because if he does, Bash is a coach with pedigree. He can punish him very well, and I think he can learn a lot from that going forward in some spring games.
Let's see how the game goes. Asante Kotoko playing at home. They are flawless on this very ground against Heart of Lions, who also have a very good away record against the top teams. Let's see how things go. The next 90 minutes will be live on Globe Television. We take commentary position to bring you the game.
Coach, Matchday 9 on the horizon. Unfortunately, unbeaten run came to an end on Wednesday. How does that play into our preparation for Sunday's game?
A lot, because we need to make sure that we approach the game with all the needed tactical seriousness to be able to make sure that we'll get a maximum points.
We are facing a side that last season picked up 4 points out of the 6, and this season it looks as if all the teams that we struggled against last season we had the better of. how are we approaching this game in terms of trying to deny the opposition openings and potentially cutting off their threats?
Yeah, I think this is an entirely new squad with a lot of quality, and I think that they have a lot of desire to play. They show a lot of effort and commitment on the field. So we just have to make sure that whatever tactical intel we have gathered about our opponents, we make sure that we try to create situations that will help us overcome those strengths that they have, and then take advantage of the weaknesses that we have identified.
Your opponent, in terms of the head coach at the opposite dugout, is Bashir Hayford, a man who knows this ground very well because he won the league with Ashanti Gold. He's one of the most respected managers in the league. How different or difficult it is to meet people of such caliber coming up against teams that are coached by coaches like yourself who have won the league before?
I think, as you said, Bash is a senior man and a seasoned coach. He's seen it all in the Ghana Premier League, and especially on these grounds. I think we just have to keep our calm, and then as the game unfolds, try to see what we can do to make the game better for us. So, I mean, he knows everything about the game. We just have to watch him as the game unfolds and then take the necessary tactical decisions.
Coach, in the last two games, it was clear that the grounds on which we played, both games that we played at Baseke and Accra, the pitch didn't aid or didn't help the way we see your team playing in matches at the Linkley. You return on Sunday against a team that is well coached. How happy are you to return, especially with the condition of the pitch as against the previous two that you played on? Coach, Matchday 9 on the horizon. Unfortunately, unbeaten run came to an end on Wednesday. How does that play into our preparation for Sunday's game?
A lot, because we need to make sure that we approach the game with all the needed tactical seriousness to be able to make sure that we'll get a maximum points.
We are facing a side that last season picked up 4 points out of the 6. And this season, it looks as if all the teams that we struggled against last season, we had the better of. How are we approaching this game in terms of trying to deny the opposition openings and potentially cutting off their threats?
Yeah, I think this is an entirely new squad with a lot of quality, and I think that they have a lot of desire to play. They show a lot of effort and commitment on the field. So we just have to make sure that whatever tactical intel we have gathered about our opponents, we make sure that we try to that will help us.
Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League.
And we are ready for the Ghana Premier League 2024-2025 season.
We are ready. We are ready.
We are ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Dreams, we are ready. I'm ready.
I am ready. I'm ready.
We are ready.
Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League.
And we are ready for the Ghana Premier League 2024-2025 season.
We are ready. We are ready.
We are ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Dreams, we are ready. I'm ready. I am ready.
I'm ready.
We are ready.
Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League.
And we are ready for the Ghana Premier League 2024-2025 season.
We are ready. We are ready.
We are ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Dreams, we are ready. I'm ready. I am ready.
I'm ready.
We are ready.
Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back.
Asante Kotoko.
This is how it feels when arguably the biggest club on the land takes their first defeat of the season. Feel it. Just feel the fire in the eyes of the players, the fans, and everyone who matters. It will be an inconceivably perfect response if they win convincingly. But there will be just a little problem. Hearts of Lions have had a near perfect away record this season with just one defeat. Could this be their second as they play against the Porcupine Warriors? Mohamed Kamara on the part of Asante Kotoko has replaced Frederick Asare following his performance against Legon City. Justice Blake captains the team this afternoon. We have Gilbani O'Neill in Dongani Samba. Emmanuel Antwi joins the team. Saka Dauda, Michael Chedramana, Elvis Cheba for Patrick Asiedu, Albert Amoa, Lord Amoa, and also Andrews Intim Manu on the bench. Kotoko have Kote Emmanuel, Fernando Wisdom Bassi, Henry Kwame Ansu, Baba Yaya, Samuel Tenedu, Avoka Kwesi Vitus, Aqua Pitamidu, Frederick Asare, and also Godfred Kudia. The head coach is Prosper Nate Ogun Doctor. And on the part of their away side, Bando Heart of Lions, led by coach Bashiru Kwaku Hayford, Lawrence Osei in post. Ebenezer Aban is the captain. Ruben Hennessy joins the team with a number 4 shirt. Ishmael Ado will play alongside Mustafa Yakubu, Kojo Obin Jr., Bismarck Anim, and also Emmanuel Ofori Sechi, Christiana Jenim Boateng, Nana Kwame Opong, and Yao Danso donning the number 36 shirt. Surprisingly, Abednego Tete is on the bench alongside George Osei, Philip Che, Thomas Kwabena Osai, Anthony Owusu, Dennis Huto, Kwesi Pong, Sidof Asante, and also Humaid Fuseni. Graham Emmanuel Kwaku is the referees. Nati Richard Kwaku and also Dausa Peter are the assistant referees this afternoon. Robert Konye, as usual, on commentary position with my co-commentator and summarizer, Dangana Daniel.
Kotoko playing against their former coach, Bachiru Hereford. He won them 2007-2008 league title, and he knows the team very well prior to this match, and it's going to be something interesting to watch because playing against your former team, let's see whether Coach Bash can hold his emotions and then feelings towards this game. And then again, this particular venue has been a fortress for Asante Kotoko. They are yet to lose a game. But guess what? Bashir Hereford was here 2015. He won Ash Good, the league title, with 52 points, and Asante Kotoko came second with 48 points. So in as much as Kotoko are playing here as their home ground, and it's been a fortress for them, but they're facing a coach who knows how to do it and do it again with Kotoko and with Ash Good at this same venue. So it's going to be interesting. And what icing the cake is that the fans are expecting a lot and a lot after the defeat against Legon Cities, and it's going to be interesting here. Nothing but the best of experience is coming to show itself here, because that one goal project sort of thing is not something that the fans are very convinced with. So they're expecting a lot and a lot and a lot from them. And then again, Mohamed Kamara imposed. We are expecting him to give the best of performance, like what we saw at Nashiriga against Karela United, the first game. So it's expected, to be a good game over here. The afternoon is very, very chill. The fans are here expecting more from Prosper Natogum. And guess what? Heart of Lions are a very strong side in terms of their away performance. This season, they only lost one. And it's obvious that game against Karela United by 1-0. They played 1-1 against Adriana Stars, 2-2 against Dreams FC, and goalless against Midiama Football Club. And they lost that game against Karela. In terms of away performance, Coach Bashir Hereford and Heart of Lions are high flying, and Kotoko must be very, very careful handling such a team.
A warm afternoon in Obuasi. Just feel the atmosphere. A lot expected from a team that a lot should be expected from. He who gets more needs to give more. And Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the purveyors of the Ghana Premier League, they are the most successful team. And whenever they go out into a game like this, the fans expect nothing but the best. Kamara replacing Frederick Asare, and a lot of other changes being made. Joseph Ablo is not with the team this afternoon, and so Gilbani Onel Ndongani Samba alongside Justice Blay in the heart of defense.
Lawrence Osei imposed for Coach Prosper Natogum is very poised, and guess what? A lot is expected. And then again, this goalkeeper on your screen, he's been here before 2017 to 2019, so he spent 2 years over here with Ash Good, so he knows the turf very well. And then again, play at the highest level, the apex of games in the Ghana Premier League. He knows the best. Lawrence Osei.
The game has begun. Beneza Aban. Ball sent towards Mustafa Yakubu. Aban. Mustafa turns in team wins. Passing for Saka. Yao Danso keeping Saka engaged. And Heart of Lions will win the first foul of the game.
The first touch from Saka Dauda wasn't that convincing. He lost control of the ball from that moment. And now they've conceded an infringement.
Heart of Lions have experienced men waiting up front, and one of them is no other but Kojo Obin Jr., the former Hasselhoff player. That was a true ball towards Christian Achenim Boateng, but Lord Amoa does justice to it.
Ajenim is one tough customer that you must be very careful with. This afternoon, his runs and athleticism is something the defense of Kotoko must check.
Aban Lorenzo say, a familiar face on this ground. Justice Billy was trying to lob it for Lord Amoa, but out the ball goes. Team, nice control. Danson, good way to win the ball back by Saka Dauda, and he goes on to get Kotoko their first infringement of the game.
Saka Dauda has been a channel of attack anytime Kotoko tries to find their way in attack. And look at that move, the 10, and he was brought down. He's maturing gradually into this team, and you could see his signature so very well anytime he's on the starting 11.
Kamara goes to Ndongani Samba. Samba trying to look for Patrick Asiedu. No problem for Lions.
4 games here before this game, and 4 goals scored for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They've conceded only 1. So 1 goal per game ideally, and they've conceded only 1. And guess what? Against Azerbaijan's, young apostles.
Abetamoa, he turns well. Amoa could have moved, but Graham Kwaku Emmanuel went for the whistle. And so Lord Amoa will be the man to take this for the Porcupine Warriors.
This ball should be grounded. The height of Albert Amoa is low.
That was a good ball through, but Elvis Chebafor failed to get the heaviest of touch to get Kotoko the first goal.
What a moment it would have been. The ball came very good, but the one touch shot from Elvis was too feeble for Lawrence Osei.
Aban's ball misplaced. And between Tim goes back to Blay Amoa.
The last time Kotoko won a game against Heart of Lions, way back 2015, they won by 5 goals, 4 goals to 0 rather. And Ahmed Toure was on the score sheet. Prince Bafo, Latif, Amadou, and then again Emmanuel Asante. These are famous names, and you could see that it's been a while ever since Kotoko win against this Heart of Lions team.
Very, very long since they won against them. Let's see what the future holds. But Heart of Lions, the team to deny media victory. They were winning 3 games on the trot, but when Heart of Lions visited the TNA, it ended in a 0-0 draw. And she tried the trademark move, but this time it couldn't worry Lawrence Osei.
And she loves to always shoot from distance, especially within the D, around the 18-yard box. We saw that bullet against Young Apostles, and he was able to find the back of the net. But this time, wayward.
Ebenezer Aban gets back to Lawrence Osei. Osai opens up to the right side. Lions just taking their time. Nothing to rush about. Ball was for Yakubu. And the flag goes up. And a throw will be taken for the home team. The men in red. Saka has been fouled. Justice Blake gets the captain this afternoon. Ndongani Samba goes to Blake. This is in team. Abetamwa touches it back for team. Entry to Amoa. In team was trying to lob it for Lord Amoa. Heart of Lions not under any pressure.
Of course, and the assistant coach for Bashir Hereford is Daniel Niaji, a legend of this club, and obviously, let's see whether all can work for these two top personalities. I mean, Bashir Hereford and his assistant.
Saka down again. Blay. Amoa. And Che Dramana was looking for a foul, but a throw is given instead. This is still Dramana on the far right for Kotoko. Amoa gets it. Was trying to square it up for team. But Kojo Pin Jr. has located Yakubu. Lions trying to build something up patiently. But Justice Play has just done what captains do.
Of course, I love how Justice is commanding the back line, ensuring that that identical three personnel at the back will be seen anytime they are having the ball. Last season, Heart of Lions won 4 points out of 6 against Kotoko. They drew 0-0 at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium and won 1-0 at home to Kotoko. So a tough match this afternoon for Asante Kotoko.
Chiba 4. But 4 goes down. Heart of Lions, Yakubu and the referee need to settle the scores. Another ball given away. It was for Nana Kwame Opon. Or Samba O'Neill to Che Dramana. Patrick Asiedu back to Dramana. Albert Amoa always will have Ebenezer Aban to contend with whenever he's moving towards the goal area of Heart of Lions.
Aban is a famous name in the Ghana Premier League, and the experience within his feet is something any striker would love to contest against. And in terms of height, you can see that he's above Albert Amoa a lot and a lot.
O'Neill goes to Asiedu. Saka. Heart of Lions have the ball back. And they failed to turn that defense into attack. In team has gone to Che Bafo Antwi Amoa. Ball being switched to the left side. Saka and turns, and this will be a melodramatic goal. That would have been Lawrence Osei really showing he's a familiar face to this venue. What a save.
Watch the build up. Look at that back heel. And Saka Dauda lay off that pass. Look at the 10 from Manuel Nchi. Look at the drive. My oh my. Last season he scored 6 goals for Great Olympics. And this season he's serving only 1 and still counting for more. Super player to watch. Linking up the midfield for Asante Kotoko.
The set piece taken. Headed by Samba. Inches away from goal.
Sambo O'Neill. He's been solid and solid at the back. Taking responsibilities.
He captained the team in their first game against Karela United, when they won by a goal to say Kojopi Jr. And Mohamed Kamara comes out to show some command.
Kojopi Jr., former of Hasselhoek. You know, one thing about these two teams is that there's always that kind of instinct in time. A player of Hasselhoek, regardless of the team he's playing against, he always have that firepower against Asante Kotoko and vice versa. So Obin Jr. is a man to watch out for, in as much as his season hasn't been that very good this time around. But I believe, looking at how he's dropping deep, linking from the wide areas, Kotoko must keep an eye on him.
The ball should be taken back. Sidu. Cheba 4. And Lawrence Osei. Giving no room for errors.
Lawrence Osei, formerly of Liberty Professionals, Karela United, Ice Gold, became United. And this time, Heart of Lions. Very experienced, 28 years. You could see that command and confidence in post this afternoon.
Ball sent towards Yakubu. Yakubu against Samba. And of course, Asiedu comes on top. Patrick. And Tim. It was so wide. And Albert Amoa driving through the defense. Can Patrick effect a good cross? No. Cheba 4.
Cheba 4 scored against Brecum Chelsea. And today he's playing just behind Albert Amoa.
Ishmaelado finding space, driving forward. Kojobin Jr. Obin has another ball in a sensitive zone for the away team. This is a free kick for Kotoko to defend.
Watch that build up, the calmness alone from Heart of Lions players. very sensitive. Mohamed Kamara must command his world very well.
Kubu headed out by Justice Play in team to Che. It was a good touch, but Samba Unel decided to go with a no-nonsense clearance. Legends in the stands. Let's see the effect of their presence. Ishmael Ado. Ball towards Christina Chinim Boateng, but goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara.
Ajinim scored.
Kwampoku, former Kotoko striker.
And former of Nkransa Warriors, now Victory Club Warriors.
Yes. He's here to give his support to the Porcupine Warriors. It feels good when the legends are back. He's played for the club before.
Kotoko are lacking goals in terms of scoring consistently above one. And Opoku, when he was with Kotoko, we saw his numbers. He was the fans' favorite. Kwame Opoku.
Saka looking for Cheba 4. Jamana lost it to Ishmael Ado. Kochopin Jr. That was a dangerous ball, but in team did some very good defensive works.
In team should always release the ball as quick as possible.
Ishmael Ado. Ado trying to look for Achinim. Achinim gets it well. Blocked by Elvis Cheba 4. And a corner for the away side. Heart of Lions.
Ajinim Boateng moving into the outlets, hoping to get just don't try Mohamed Kamara on long balls. That is his favorite quality, to show his presence in goal post.
Team. Kamara to Che. Che Dramana fighting to keep the ball for himself. O'Neill play.
Just watch the 4-4-2 formation from Bashir Hayford. Numbers at the back line to give that solid pair, closing spaces, minimizing the distance between players.
Godobin Jr. offering that presence, that heavy metal football up front for Heart of Lions. His ability to press is one of the best you can get in the game. Danso locates Yakubu. Lions playing with confidence. Yakubu is in pain.
Nice edifice at the Linkley Sports Stadium.
Thank coach the man of Lions. I wish you for. And you're something to cry. And you're something to Many are very papa. Coach Bass here, yes. Coach Bashiru Kwakueford. I wish you for what you will be. Go and make a shot for Asante Kotoko. Go and make Asante Kotoko. Blende Krabano, one way you want to come out, Asante Kotoko, one crab, Abetamwa, Mesutabi, Mustafa Yakubu, one way you want to floor. Yanton Fenty out of Lions, Yanton Fenty out of Lions, Yabasman at Jetru, 25 is number, and the upper, now for the crab, Kotoko, Jabi, Dawuda Saka, Bono and Tiamfa, Dawuda Saka, Bono and Tiamfa. Now, for the government for Lawrence Society, Goalkeeper Matchday of Lions, Bono Piapiaso, Bono Piapiaso, Bonepa, Abrante for Lawrence Society, Keeper of Lions.